Welcome, good people. It's bitterly cold out here. Boy, that's brisk. What's going on with our weather? One day it's 80, the next day, you don't know. You just don't know. As I go out here to handle business today and pay bills and do all these wonderful things, we're here to talk about something in general. Would you tell your spouse about an affair? A lot of people say, of course I wouldn't. There's a lot of reasons people have affairs. A lot of people have affairs because they believe the affair is going to save them. They feel like there's no love in their marriage anymore. And if the other person is shut off and they get involved in these different affairs, thinking that it's going to change their life or they're finally living again. There's a lot of reasons why people have affairs. Man, Uncle Frank is back up. What is going on here? Because they know I haven't even been asleep. This is almost past my bedtime now. Sorry about that. I don't know who that was. Now, somebody said yes, they would. So, if you had an affair, would you tell your spouse about the affair? I'm saying that because I know of two people who've done so. Well, I know a couple that they weren't married, but they were about to be married. And they cheated and they admitted it. And it was like a blow they weren't ready for. They couldn't take it. It was the guilt that was eating at them that they felt they had to tell the spouse. It made the person's life a living hell. Well, the thing is, my thing is, if you're going to go down that route and do what you're doing, you might as well tell your spouse. Because you must want out. If I get married to somebody, I ain't finna cheat. One, that's putting all the cards in her hands. Now she get to make all the decisions. She get to determine what's what now. She can leave. She can make my life hell. Get half my money. All kind of stuff could go wrong. And in the end, it'll be like, was it worth it? Was this what you wanted? Nate G says conscience wouldn't rest. He had to tell her. Now, I'm not going to tell everybody what they should and shouldn't do, but me, I would have definitely told. Because one, I wouldn't have cheated in the first place. But if I did, that means that I was done. If I'm going to go out and cheat and do all that, I'm not going to cheat and then come back home to you and still play house. Like, what am I doing this for? My buddy said it just happens. Sometimes it just happens. He slept with an old high school girlfriend, old high school flame. Ran into her at one of those like reunion meetup things, and it just happened. So he went and told his wife about it. She had a fit. Naturally, that's what she's supposed to do. You know, but she forgave him and she understood it. And she thanked him for being honest. But then she also want to know, like, why did you cheat? Like, why did you go ahead and do this? Then she made him call the girl while she listened. She stood right there while she called her and made sure that he told her he was never going to see her again, all this. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad you liked that video. Hopefully that video helps some people understand some things. Just like this one. Now, I don't know what made him cheat or how the chick jumped all over him, the old college sweetheart girl, whatever, or high school fling, whatever school chick she was. You know, I'm just like, okay, you went through that. You did all that. You ran around with her, did whatever it is that you wanted to do. Like, I just don't understand the breaking the news to the wife at that point if all you want to do is stick around in the first place. Because in the back of my mind, if you had that type of lack of thought into the process, and they do have a son, so I'm like, well, what are you teaching your son? I mean, you threw all that away for an affair? You would throw all that away, or even the risk of it. If you're that weak, you could do that again. You know, someone always says it. It's always some smart guy comes up. Why would the wife stick around? There's a lot of reasons the wife would stick around. Do you know why most women stay with their husbands after they cheat? Do you know why? It's not just security, because they'll be secure on their own. Most women stay with their husbands after they cheat because they don't want the woman that they cheated with to have him. Why would she want that? Let them be happy. That's what they want. That's in a woman's mind. She's thinking that's what he wants. He wants to be with that girl. I'm not gonna let it happen. He ain't going nowhere. He's staying right here. They don't want the other girl to win. So that is why they stay with the man that cheats on them. And the man will keep cheating because now he knows his girl's going to keep forgiving him and taking him back. And the other woman, she's so mad, all she sees is the other woman. That's it. That's her enemy. That's who she fighting this invisible war of. She's trying to destroy my home. Because naturally, that's what the other girl wants. She wants what you have. You have a house, you have a husband, you have a family, and she's just out there. She was probably the girl that was the pick of the litter. Now she's just out there. And she doesn't know what it means to be a wife. She's used to being that girl that everybody wanted. And now all those people that wanted her, they all have families. So she wants to break that up to be a part of it. And she thinks that's going to make her happy. But when she gets it, she's going to screw up and mess that up too. Because she's empty. And you know what she's going to do? She's going to go do it again. She's going to go to another person that used to love her or used to look up to her and idolize her. Women do that a lot, and so does men. They look backwards more than looking forward. They don't like their present, so they look to their past, and they live there. The only reason I'm not married is because I'm not going to marry somebody just to be fashionable. I want to actually marry somebody that I feel is capable of being a wife that I'm attracted to, that we have this bond, and this is where we want to go. I don't think I've found that yet. I thought I found it, but she wasn't mature enough. Yeah, I met a girl that was entirely different. Like, you would have thought she was perfect, but what her family believes and what I believe are two different things. They're into Buddhism. Like, oh no, that's not gonna work here. No, you won't be building a little shrine, Buddha shrine in my house. So, you know, you gotta decide these things early. You gotta find out what she believes, what her family believes, all of these different things. I've met an atheist chick. I've met all. So religion is important. Like, if you gotta find out what religion they are, that matters. Because if you be involved with somebody that don't believe in what you believe in, or man, it could get crazy. I already told you what happened with a friend of ours. You know, he wasn't really caught into it. His family is. So that was weighing on a lot of people's heads. You know, there's different type of Catholic. Never follow a woman ever. Yeah, I mean, I can tell you ain't gonna get along well with women. No, I'm just saying, if you went through all this, I mean, think about it. If you marry somebody, you went through a long process. That is a grueling process. That's getting on a hand and knee, the ring, the engagement dinner parties, all of these steps you've taken to be with this person. You know, like, you chose this person to be your wife. That means something. That's a large sacrifice in your life. So if you're willing to make that kind of a sacrifice and bring that into your life, and you're willing to sacrifice all that to do it, the only thing I could ask or suggest, if you're willing to make those type of sacrifices, is say, what in the world were you thinking to want to cheat to ruin that? Now, if somebody is drawing the love out and you feel miserable and unhappy and you can't talk to your spouse about it, then I don't know what to tell you. Now, everyone assumes that it's the man that runs out and do all the cheating. It's the man. Men cheat all the time. But you'll be surprised. A lot of women cheat. Just that they don't normally get caught. They're not stupid when they cheat. Yeah, well, it goes that way sometimes. It could be the case. It's just that women don't like to brag about cheating. If women have this discussion, it will be within like a group of 3. Guys like to show things off. They like to pride and beat their chest like they've conquered something and pulled off something great and outstanding. They can't be discreet. They gotta let everybody know they hit. That's because women cheat. Normally married women cheat. They're cheating because they're missing something. So they go for something that they think they're missing. Most women who feel like they gotta cheat feel like they've been trapped. Like they can't do anything, and who they are is being submerged, and they're being forced to be somebody that they're not. Or they hit like that stage where they think like, is this gonna be my life? I didn't know getting married was gonna make me a prisoner, and I'm just gonna have to be doing this for the rest of my life, and never traveling, never going anywhere, never doing this. Now, you get somebody like that, they just feel like they're just going through life, doing the same thing every day, nothing's changing, and all of this stuff. And some wives, they need that affirmation, they need that pat on the back to say, hey, you're doing a great job, honey. And that means the world to them. Is that what they tell me? Well, I'm not married, so, and I don't date married women. Trust me, I've turned down a lot of married women. They were beautiful, but I don't do that. It's bad karma. I can't stand affirmation. I'm not one that likes it. I just think, like, if you need somebody to give you attaboys all the time, it's like, are you 5? It's cool to know that people's like, no, I just want to know I'm appreciated. That's fine. I'm like, knowing that you're appreciated and demand that that someone appreciates you is one thing, but I gotta have this affirmation of everybody patting me on the back for things. It's just like ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, I think. But each person is different. They might need it. Me, I could care less for it. A lot of women get married just cause. They get upset just cause, because nobody likes to be cheated on. Because when you get cheated on, especially a woman, because it's embarrassing. Men don't feel embarrassed as much as women do. Women feel that embarrassment. Men feel the embarrassment when it only seems like when a divorce comes, they don't want to get divorced, because divorce means embarrassment, and they don't like that. So you'll see men fight divorce to the end, because that means full out embarrassment. They care about what the neighbors think. They're talking, look, oh God, he's sleeping on the couch, I heard. Well, they're getting a divorce. Men are very, 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 very touchy when it comes to that. The shame. Yeah, it's a lot of things on the line, man. A lot of things. I don't know. To me, it's pretty weird. I tried to get people to see the same things that I see, or Maybe things are relative, they can relate to the situation. So a lot of times where the situation wasn't in our favor and it related, like I've had a girl cheat. She cheated on me, tried to play a game, got caught. I've told all about it. But I was never like married. And it's so weird. Women got all these escape clauses too. I mean, I've heard, I love you, but I'm just not in love with you. It's like, what the, huh? What does that even mean? It's not what you said when you said it. Women come up with all these different terminology to get themselves out of situations. If someone doesn't like you, they don't love you. How can you not like somebody you love? Like, I'm trying to get what you're saying. Like, you say, like, you got love for them? Is that what you mean? Like I don't know. Like, I hope they don't get hit by a car, but I don't like them. Is that what you mean? My thing is, just leave. You're not doing me any favors by cheating with somebody and being with me. Because I'm gonna find out. Unlike most men, I'm very aware. I pay attention to women. So I'm very aware. I listen when they talk. They don't think I listen all the time. I listen to every word. So I know exactly what's going on. I know everything about them. More than they think I know. And it always comes back to bite them. Because they'll end up telling me exactly every single thing that's going down. And then they'll try to omit it later. And I already know. This girl was actually crazy enough to tell me all about it about 2 months in advance when her and her friends were talking about it. Yeah, because then she's talking about it in 2 months. We're going to go to this party over there because, I don't want to go over there because, my ex-boyfriend works right around the corner and I don't like going over there because when last time I was over there, he always come by there and then him and his friends and he started trying to talk and I was like, oh my God. So I'm not going. That was 2 months prior. As it was coming up, she was trying to omit it, like she's like not gonna say anything about it. She wasn't going, nothing. She acted like it did not exist. Then she's like, well, I'm just gonna swing over there and see what they're doing because they're gonna keep bothering me. I'm like, well, okay, if you want to go over there to this party, do you? This time she did not mention anything about the ex-boyfriend being around, hanging out over there with his friends. Didn't mention it. Next thing you know, she didn't come right back. She came right back later. I get a call the next day talking about she was tired, she got drunk, went to sleep. All to come to find out that the ex-boyfriend was there, that they had pictures and everything, and I saw it all on Facebook. They had a party. Come to find out, she knew all along the ex-boyfriend was going to be there with the friends and everything else. I had like one of the supervisors thought that I was sleeping with his wife. That was the weirdest thing ever. I'm like, I wouldn't sleep with his wife. But he did a lot of cocaine, so wife. I'm like, no. Your wife's out here trying to buy cocaine from a guy that works here and bringing it back for you. And the person you think I'm sleeping with, even though I could have slept with his wife if I wanted to, she was sleeping with some other people and was taking all his money. And the person he chose to be his wife, who wasn't his wife, he was engaged to her because he was still married to his first wife, who this girl beat up in a restaurant over her because he loved cocaine. Yep, but assumed that I was sleeping with his wife. And a matter of fact, the wife was sleeping with this other guy who he thought was her cousin. They were speaking Spanish around him, and he had no idea what was being said, anything. I'm like, you going in there getting this guy a beer, and the guy was talking about him like a dog. And those two are sleeping together. While she got your engagement ring on, she's sleeping with another guy. But he thought I was sleeping with his wife. Sorry about that. I'm by the old place where I used to live. Yeah. Right here in the... I had to go and get my mail. I'm still pissed off they ain't got my mail transferred over yet. I don't know, a lot of people assume that because they're used to dealing with people who are slimy. Cokeheads normally are dealing with people that's slimy. I know the same guy, his best friend, was sleeping with their other guy's wife. Like they had both of them they had like card parties. They went on vacations together, took trips, and he was sleeping with his friend's wife who worked for him. And they didn't went on vacations together, and he was sleeping with his wife. Behind his wife's back and everything, sleeping with his best friend's wife. All because he was the boss. But he's gone now, rest in peace to him, but Mike Huntine, man. Mike was a great guy. Yeah, he did it because he had money. I mean, he was the boss. He did what he wanted to do. The girl was attracted to the power that Mike had, you know? She's attracted to that power. Like, man, Mike got power. Mike did what he wanted to do when he wanted to do it. He had power, and the guy that was running with him, he was happy to be friends with Mike. But he had no idea Mike was sleeping with his wife. His wife was captivated by the power. I've seen a lot of situations where women are the breadwinners in the household, and they do call the shots. It's a very rare situation where I've seen that they let the man call the shots. The only time I see women like let men take, those who are deep in faith. Those who are deep in faith, they allow the man to be the man. Those are the only situations I've only seen that happen at. I know a husband and wife where the wife will say, my husband makes the calls in this household. So she'll tell him right off, you gotta wait till my husband get home. He makes the call, like he makes the decisions in the household, like these type of decisions. So she's like, I'll let him do that. Man, I tell you, it's weird. I know a couple interracial, and they got kids, and their own children they can go over to grandparents' house, but the husband can't go because he's black. Like, it's crazy. He can't go over to his mother-in-law and father-in-law's house, but his children can go. And his children does not register as black. They register as Jewish. Because his wife is a white Jewish woman. So they decided that the children was going to grow up under the Jewish faith and be Jewish. That's the only reason her Jewish mother and father allowed the children to come into the home, but not their father. And this is okay with him. I didn't want to go over there no way. Yeah. But your all right. I'm out of it. I have no say. Oh, well, a lot of women tell you, I don't, like, let they BS run. Like, I could just stop it in immediate, and right in its tracks. I'd be like, this BS don't work on me. Like, they think they're running game, and it's like, you've seen it all. It's like, I've seen this show. It doesn't make sense. Like, you're not fooling nobody. Most of these girls now, they so dumb. Like when they trying to run game, you don't even know what game is to run it. I mean, I've never seen a woman that have nothing try to act like she's standing on something. It's like, I'm like, that stuff attract boys. Like little 22, 23-year-old men who are really boys. They haven't grown up yet. That stuff attracts them. They're attracted to a woman that has nothing. A grown man wants to know, what do you have? What have you earned? What have you built? What about you? Who are you? They want to know who you are, as they should. Somebody who's smart, invested, they want to know about you. They don't care about your photo. Your photo don't say anything. They don't know who you are. Who are you? And you will be very surprised. Most women can't answer that question. Most people can't answer that question. You ask them, who are you? Who? I'm Shay. I go to Columbia. I went there for, cause I do art. Who are you? Who are you? You can't even talk to them like that. That's just way too far for them. They just confused. They're just gonna chew their gum. Cause that's about all you're gonna get. They're stuck. No, that's the thing. That's the appearance because of social media. Social media makes it look like that's all women have to offer is just their looks. Because that's all we see is social media now. People don't go out into the world. You go out into the world, you'll see there's a lot of women out here. Tons. That most of them are not even on social media. All the ones they're smart and they got some on the ball, there are a lot of them. And they do have things. And they are not all about looks and being on social media and all this garbage. They got things going on. They're in here they're out here conducting business, making the world go around. And they don't have any time for a man without a plan. Man with no goals is very unattractive to them. See, it's two sides to that coin. Women also are entirely different. They don't want little boys. Grown women don't want that. They want men. Men with plans. A man without a plan, they don't even consider them men. Because you can't do anything for them. If all you can do for them is give them sex, some will take you, but they won't take you seriously. They'll just take you for sex and leave you $100 on the counter and go out the door and go conduct their business. Saying they'll call you the next time they're in town. Security is a very key factor when it comes to marriage. Some women do want that security, but 9 times out of 10, they gotta actually give a damn about the person they're marrying. Unless they're just marrying just for money, but yeah, security is part of it. I mean, you gotta be able to take care of your family. You know, but it's not like, hey, I cannot work and my husband's gonna pay all the bills and I could just stay home. No, it's not that case at all. It's not that kind of party. You got to look at it from, like, look at the status. Look at where everyone is. Look at, yeah, to a certain extent, they have to care about the man. Of course. Just because a woman, you know, they look for security, it's not like they say, okay, he got a lot of money. I know a lot of people married for love. A lot of people married for love. They love their husband. They love them without fault. Was gonna stick it out. Some of them they married because they were like, this is it for me. Like, this is the guy I want to marry. This is who I loved. This is who I wanted to be with. Some women know right away, like, I love him, I want to have kids with him, and they know right away, and it's all up to the guy to screw it all up. But women, sometimes they think like that. Men don't even think of that. I told you, some women, they get married because they don't want to be 30 and not married. All their friends are getting married, and they're 30 and they're not married. It's not right. Of course, television shows mess up women's heads, mess up everybody's heads, mess up the men's heads too. They walk around, men actually watch this crap with them. They be sitting there watching like, oh, they went ham, they was fighting on Love and Hip Hop reunion show. I'm like, dude, you watching that? And I was like, man, when you sit down with a woman and she watching this garbage, that's why the last girl I was with, I was make her feel like crap for watching it. She just wouldn't even invite me over no more. She's like, I can't have you over no more when this is when I'm doing this. I don't even want you over here no more. I'm like, all right, that's on you. 5 beta sigma. Oh. Like, my buddies are Phi Beta Sigma. They're a Sigma. He's like, oh, you think her husband's a Sigma because she brought up the Sigma male thing? Oh yeah, I don't think Eric's gonna have a problem in defending his home. But the problem is most women who they feel like other women don't like women that basically like run behind their husband. They feel like they're old fashioned. But they don't realize that it's not running behind your husband. You're actually supporting your husband. You're actually putting your life and everything else into developing your family. That is your legacy. And your kids are going to be representation of you. And how they act and how they go around in the world is an example and an extension of you. So when people see your children, they see you. So if they see your children, they misbehaving, they're doing all these type of things, that's a reflection on you and your husband. And for most, that is embarrassing. Of course you're going to stay married. If you're going to follow your husband, believe me, you're going to stay married forever. Why would he leave? I got someone who understands me, understands that I need to be the head of the household. Oh my God. We ain't gonna have no problems. Oh, there's a lot of married women be like, I'm married and I ain't gonna let my husband run me. I run the household. I do all these things. He need me to guide him and push me. Now, it all depends on your man. Some men need that. You know, they feel like they need that mothering guidance, and they look at their wives like their mother and stuff. Like they be pushing them to do things. Like, get that done, move here, push it there. You just push, push, and push. It doesn't stop. So, when you start seeing stuff like that happen, right away you know that the man he's not strong enough. And then the woman's got to be the strength for both of them. Some marriages are like that. So that's what I say. Some of them work. They're successful. Some of them they don't do stuff unless the wife push them to do it. Like the sickness and the health and all that stuff. Somebody gets sick. They don't know how to take care of them. They don't even know how to take care of their wives. They had the mom had to come and take care of the wife because the husband didn't know what to do. Well, you should be teaching wife lessons, how to be a wife. Teach women how to be wives. There's a lot of these skanks out here don't know what they want the ring, but they don't know how to be a wife. And the one poor girl thought I was gonna marry her. She was out her mind. I'm like, just because the other guy ran away from you and went to California after proposing to you, he went to California and was with a whole nother woman. And he was supposed to send for me. So I came down there to see him and he was with another woman. I'm like, I know why. No man just do that. He went out of the state. I'm like, you drove him there. And her master plan of getting me to marry her, I'm like, this is retarded. You thought all this was gonna lead to us getting married? Oh my God. I'm like, you are having a terrible time reading me. What the hell? What time is it? Today is Wednesday. Do they got some new hours of service or something? I'm about to kick a hole in the damn window. Oh, 11? Who made this damn new schedule? I done drove my ass all the way out here. Oh, it's gonna be some fighting going on when I get up in here. Tired of people using COVID as a damn excuse and not do nothing. Well, you know, because of COVID. I'll be, look, COVID was last year. Look, people back to work now. You better get some people in here and get this stuff back open. COVID. Look, people getting shots and stuff. Better open these damn doors. Got me driving all the way out here.